Good morning and welcome. It is Wednesday the 17th of August. I am Flatcap Callum. I'm hoping you're all very well. Alright, quick health check from me. Still going the right way. Massively appreciate all the lovely supportive messages about whether they're get well soon or you look like shit. I'll take all of them, thanks very much. Main thing for me is taste and smell gone completely. It's ruining my enjoyment of anything in terms of I'm putting in my mouth. Don't take that the wrong way. So food and drink at the moment is not a lot of fun. Apart from that, I'm not going to complain about it. Alright, so what have we got today? It is a bumper day because it is York Day 1 and we are stake and a half. I've got a £20 York bet and a £10 bet separate, and it's three bets at York across 20 quid and then one other bet in the evening for £10. So it's a £30 day and a half stake. I've also got this week's golf, which is the standard £10 bet we do on the golf. That is across 3 bets. I haven't got the usual side market lucky 15 because there wasn't enough stuff in there. But I have got a bit of a dreamy cross 4 tournament lucky 15. So I have got a golf lucky 15, but it's an outright tournament one. Okay, so that is coming up. Before we do that, we'll do the review of yesterday. Before I do that, I just want to do a few house notices because it's York Day 1. And therefore, I'm sure there'll be a few new viewers. I've had a lot of new viewers in the last couple of weeks because last week went really well. It gets traction, new people come along. I don't always explain stuff every single day. I haven't been the most well to explain stuff the last few days. People don't get it, and a lot of people don't have patience. So the last couple of days I've had people popping on, very politely, I would like to add, but saying they've tried my tips, they didn't work for a day, so they're going to go on their merry way. And that's entirely up to what anyone wants to do. But I know the vast majority of you who are regular viewers understand and get the process. Some of you have been here right near the beginning, some of you have been in the last few months. What I do on this channel is unconventional in that I am operating a high risk strategy. I am not here giving you one tip or one bet for the day. It's a staking plan for the day, and I specifically go after horses that are higher in the market and that I believe have been overlooked by the bookies and by other punters. So I am trying to beat the game, which is not an easy thing to do. On any given day, anyone can look like a genius and anyone can look like a loser in the gambling world. What I'm trying to do is do what most people can't do, which is make a long-term profit. I am doing that through a Sky Bet account, specifically that I set up for this channel. The reason for that is that Sky Bet still, for me, are the best bookmaker for the style of bets that I'm placing. So because they offer so many extra places. Sky Bet are best, Bet365 are second best, and then the also rans, it's a changing picture all the time with when best price guarantee keeps changing, extra places keeps changing. So if you look at my profit loss, it's in the description. I put everything in the description. It's super transparent. There's profit and loss for every month and totals for the whole of the year since we started. So we're operating 21-22% is the cusp for a total profit for the channel. 25-26 is the cusp for horse racing currently. This is a big week. We're going to be betting a big stake. We can easily come out of this week losing and having a much more reduced percentage margin, but we are well ahead for the year if you followed all of the selections. You could follow selections and place them with other bookmakers. You would still be ahead, but the margin wouldn't be the same. And what I do on a daily basis, I would try and always indicate to you which is the best bookmaker to put the bets on. But what I would always say is if you're placing the bets, place them in the way that I advise them. You don't have to bet the same stake. You can half it, quarter it, double it, treble it. You know, there's people on this who regularly will bet smaller than what I do, and there's people who come on regularly and bet a lot more than what I do. This is for the channel. I'm trying to make it a manageable budget. This isn't indicative of what I personally bet outside of the channel. So what I actually bet outside of the channel is more than this, without going into details. I'm not here to give you a resume of what I do or what I've done. All I want to be judged on is the long-term profit and loss of this channel. So don't judge it on a day or a week, even a month sometimes. Judge it on the long term. And it's not for everybody. I know it's not for everybody, because even if people look and go, it's a sound betting strategy, yeah, I get the fact that lucky 15 and multiples are a good thing. I still don't have a clue how you've picked out some of these horses. They look ridiculous, and there's going to be a couple of those today, particularly at Sligo. Yeah, that is my strategy. It is there. It's take it or leave it. Key things are, it's free. There's no hidden extras here. There's no PayPal links. There's no secret chat going on where I'm giving other stuff. It's just a YouTube channel. I make money. I'm sharing what I do with other people. You can take it or leave it. It's 100% deliberately understated. I don't want jazz hands and whistles and bells and music graphics and stuff, because I don't need any gimmicks. I'm just here giving my tips. And for those of you who are shrewd enough, you can see that there's some stuff that I do that's alright and that might be worth following. And for those of you who haven't got the patience, then feel free to go and find other YouTube sites and do whatever you'd like to do. So yeah, I'm here, I'm putting it out. I have complete confidence in what I'm doing. I don't come on here with any kind of ego or arrogance to tell you that I'm trying to be the best. I am the best. I know right. I am correct. It's all complete nonsense, because you can't make any guarantees in this game. What I can tell you is I have angles that I use to select horses, and I put them in decent betting strategies, and over the long term I make profit. I make profit on the channel, I make profit personally from doing it, although personally the higher volumes you're betting, the harder it is to put a bet on sometimes. Alright, that's my lovely preamble. I know this video is going to be a long one, but the last few have been short ones because I've not been on top of my game. Right, yesterday, how did we do? Yesterday was the first proper poor day for a while. 15 on, 475 back, so we lost half a day's stake. But you only got that back pretty much if you'd done it with Sky Bet, so that was a frustration, because we had Callum was third, which Sky Bet paid, no one else did, and then nothing else came off on that bet, so that was ropey. So it was a place single if you did it with Sky Bet. For this one, we only had McCambie placed, nothing else did, so that was a place single, so that was ropey. And then the cross doubles, almost broke even if you'd done it with Sky Bet. Kilconair was placed, Pockley was a non-runner, and McCambie placed. So it was a place double and a place single with McCambie with a non-runner. So 15 on, 475 back. So we're just over £20 down for the week. So just over a day's stake down for the week. A few quid down for the month. But on the backdrop of July, when we smashed it through Galway and Goodwood, yeah, we're doing very nicely. Big kind of caveat, health warning for today. I know a lot of people will be coming to watch the videos because their belief is, if you've watched the channel, I did very well at Cheltenham, very well at Ascot, did very well at Punchestown, very well at Galway and Goodwood. There's a trend that says, since I've done the channel, I do very well at big festivals. I generally do very well at big festivals, but I am also prone to having a shocker and a terrible festival too. So just because it has gone before, don't come on this week and go, right, it's festival week, I'm going to go mega, because it can all go wrong really, really quickly. Each festival is different, each is unique. I like York. I think Friday and Saturday are better than Wednesday and Thursday, so we'll see how we get on the next couple of days, but I think Friday, Saturday look like even better days. But you know, it can go wrong very, very quickly. It can go right very, very quickly, and it's great to have a nice start. And on some of those festivals, we started off really, really well. Ascot, it petered out, but we still came out profitable. Galway and Goodwood, it just went on all week. So, what have I got? Because that's really what you care about, rather than all the chat. I'm saying that, I know some of you like the chat. So thanks very much. Right, York. I got 2 lucky 15s with extras, and then I've got a big booming, I don't know, basically a whole bunch of fourfolds. You'll see. All right, so this is what I'm going with. I've gone with the main 4 races for decent prices, and I've gone 2 in each race. So I've done them. So that's 8 horses across 4 races. I've done them in 2 lucky 15s, and then I've done them in a whole combination bet. So 150 Mackinac 17-2. 410 Monsieur Lambraise at 25-1, 445 A Up It's Maggie 12s, 520 Misty Blues 28. So this one is the standard 20p each way lucky 15, and then let's hopefully can keep this one because some of these bets are a bit complicated today. 40p each way singles on the bottom 3. So I've not done singles on the 150. I didn't like the value in that race. So it's a big field and they're paying 7 places on Sky, 6 on a lot of other bookies. But I didn't want to do singles. So 40p each way singles on the bottom 3. Monsieur Lambros, Airports Maggie, Misty Blues. And then I've got an additional double, 30p each way double on the bottom 2 on this one. Airports Maggie and Misty Blues. So I'm stacked stake-wise towards the end of the bet for this one. So that is our bet. One, all of York, I'm going to advise on Sky today because Sky are 7 here. Some of the others, 365, I think Hills are 6. In this 410, most bookies are 5 still. Sky are 6 in the 445 when a lot of others are 5. And Sky are 6 on this one when I think 365 are 6, most others are 5. So you're getting a couple of race advantage overall, I think, by Sky. So I'm advising it Sky. That's bet 1. Bet 2. So same races, different selections. 150 Zarzini, 17-2. 410 Red Verdon, 22s. 445 Sophie Star, 33s. And then 520 Legend of Xanadu, 11s. So it's the standard 20p each way lucky 15. And on this one, I've just got additionals on the middle 2. So Red Verdon and Sophie Star. So they are additional 30p each way singles and a 30p each way double. So that is the additions on that one. That is bet 2. Alright, and then the last York bet is basically this. I've got the 4 races, the 4 horses, and we're going to do all combinations, 10p each way 4 folds. I think I've done this once before on the channel. And yeah, there's a whole variation of ways you could have done other versions of Lucky 15s. I could have mixed up a few trixies and put them in there. I could have done some doubles across different races and things, but this is where I've settled on. I was quite happy. I've got 2 in each race for the channel, and I'm going to do it like that. So this bet only comes off if you get at least 1 horse place in every single race. You could have 3 winners and 1 leg lets you down completely and you get nothing. So this is you need at least a horse's place in each one. If we do that, we'll make a really nice profit off the bet. If we imagine you get 2 placed in one and a place in every others, that's even better. Clearly, Dreamyland is 4 winners out of these, but you know, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. So if you put them in the bet slip, you literally put all 8 horses in the bet slip and in 4 folds, and it should tell you 16 times. And then you just do that. So it's just a simple bet to put on. You put them on the bet slip. If you're in a betting shop, you can write it like that. Just literally as I've done it. The meeting, the races, the name of the horses, 16 times 10p each way 4 folds. It's £3.20. Alright, that is bet free. So that's £20 at York. And then this one, apologise because some of you are not going to like it because it's a bit complicated. Some of you will be like super excited because you're thinking Callum's onto something here because he's got some big prices. Right, so this is the other bet for today, and I'm advising this 365 and Coral, I think. So trying to keep up to date is really hard, but basically place terms, legs 1 and 4 are no extra places anywhere. Legs 3 and 5, the Sligo ones, are 4 places across almost all bookies, and leg 2, the Worcester one, is 4 on quite a lot of bookies. So I've put up bookies that I believe will pay best price guaranteed on all races and in the multiples, because Paddy, Betfair, Hills, which you'd normally go to recently, have all changed. So I think 365 and Coral are your best bet on this one. You could put it on with Sky Bet, but you won't get best price guaranteed. So that's why on 3 out of 5 legs. So that's why I'm saying 365 and Coral. If something's changed and 365 and Coral have changed their terms and I've missed it today, please flag it for me. But let's try and talk this through together. So leg 1, 6:15 Kempton, Almarin. As often is the way on here, I've taken a chance on an unraced 2-year-old. I quite like the look of that one. It's not a strong one, but I think 40s is a really good price. So I've put it in, 6:15 Kempton. Then we're going 6:40 Worcester. That was a bit more of a risky one, Blue Sands 14-1. And then we've got the 7 o'clock Sligo, Masson's Castle. I'm really hoping this price holds by the time the video goes out, because I think it's a great price. I think I've got a couple of Sligo ones there that are definitely could be what I call lurkers, that are there in the big end of the market but shouldn't be. And sometimes those stay like that, and sometimes they have a bit of a price crash. So Maston's Castle 66s, then the 720 Kempton Freedom and Wheat, no extra places there, 22 to 1. It's only 8 runners, so I'm hoping it holds. 8 o'clock Sligo Mokeland 22s. So the bet is 10p each way, lucky 31. So that's the £6.20 bet, so that's the biggest chunk. I've then got an additional 15p each way Trixie, so that's each way doubles and trebles on the bottom 3. So I'm stacking it on the bottom 3. So that's the Trixie just for those. The double is then just the Sligo 2 in there. So I'm stacking it on the Sligo horses here. So if it goes wrong at Sligo, the bet goes wrong pretty much. So that's a 30p each way double on those. And what I have tried to do as well as circles is I've put numbers down the side and I've put numbers along here, so those numbers correlate. So if the circles aren't clear, hopefully you can see where I've written underneath, those are the legs where you need to put those additionals. And then I've got 4 times 25p each way singles, so basically everything on a single except Blue Sands. Hopefully I haven't blown your mind, but what I try and do on the channel is, if it's a busy day, I'll either go volume of bets, which could be 6-7 bets, and make them simple, or I'll go less bets but make them more complicated. Today's more complicated. Alright, that is my York and others bets. If you want the golf, stay on the line. If you don't want the golf, have a good day. I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll update in the comments tonight what sort of time, because it might be a funny time tomorrow morning. I'll see. Alright, so golf. As well documented on the channel, in the last 4 weeks I've had 3 winners of tournaments and not managed to get them in anything and not back them singles because they're a bit short, which is massively frustrating, because it's hard enough getting a golf tournament winner. Get 3 in 4 weeks and not come out ahead is pretty poor. So what have I got? This is my main dreamy bet for the golf. This is half the golf stake here. And we're on 4 tournaments. We're on the main 2 obvious tournaments, but I've also had a look at the Albertson Boyce Open, which is the Corn Ferry Tour, which is basically for those of you not familiar, it's the tournament that sits under the PGA Tour. So it's the sort of tier 2 in America. But the standard of the tournament this time of year is pretty good, because not everybody's in the main PGA Tour event, because it's the playoff event, so you had to qualify to get in. So the standard of the Corn Ferry is a bit better, so I've included that in. And I've also, haven't done it for the last few weeks, but I've picked out one in the Champions Tour, so that's the Dick's Sporting Goods Open. I mean, really, that's a terrible name for an event. That's the Champions Tour. So if you're looking on some of the bookmakers, they list it as Corn Ferry and Champions. On other bookies, they'll list it as the title, Albertson Boyce and Sporting Goods. So what we've got is, in the BMW, Xander Schauffele 18s, Checkmasters Renato Paratori at 50s, in the Corn Ferry Dylan Wu at 150s, and the Champions Tour Paul Goydos 33s. It's a 10p each way, lucky 15, and then I've got singles, 25p each way singles on all of them, including the 18s on Xander Schauffele, just in case, because I can't do it for freaking 4 weeks in a row. So it's a £5 bet. So that's that one. So you need to select all 4 of those and put them in there. So that is bet 1. That's the main bet. I've then got a similar-ish bet, but with only 3 legs, because I only like one of the Champions Tour. So I've basically got Tony Finau in the BMW Championship, Soren Kjeldsen in the Czech Masters 125s, and Justin Lower in the Corn Ferry Tour Albertson Boyce Open. So it's a 15p each way Trixie, each way doubles and trebles. And then I haven't done a single on Finau at 14s. That's definitely too short for me for a single for golf. But I've done 2 35p each way singles on Soren Kjeldsen and Justin Lower. So that's a £2.60 bet for golf bet number 2. And finishing off, there was no side market lucky 15 I like today. So I've just got it as a double. I've gone 2 big. Last week I went big price lucky 15 and we only got 1 place legged. This week I've got two in the side market, so both in the Czech Masters. Sticking with Hayden Porteous again this week, 20 to 1, and also going David Dixon. I think it's a good price. 50 to 1 top English. So it's top South African Hayden Porteous at 20s, top English David Dixon at 50s. It's a 40p each way double and two 40p each way singles on those two. That is golf bet 3. That makes up the stake. Alright, that is me. Any questions, any queries, shove it in the comments. Any questions about why I've selected a horse, shove it in the comments. And if today I lose, this is the first time you're watching, it happens, guys. I lose more days than I win. That's how it works for everybody. What I'm trying to do is make long-term profit. So clearly I need some of those days. The channel's in well long-term profit. I would love York to go really, really well because I know more people are going to pay attention because it's a festival week, but I can't make any guarantees. And yeah, we just have to run and see how it goes. All right. Thanks very much for your time on this lovely long video. I will see you in the morning. Cheerio.